Well, first of all, having an opportunity like International Cabernet Sauvignon Day to delve into the cellar and dig out some lovely older wines is the perfect excuse to do that, and we've made the most of it. What we have got is a 2013, 10 years old, 2016, and our current vintage of the 2018. And certainly the 20, and all off our own little vineyard just here. Single vineyard, single site. 2013, in the Margaret River spectrum, slightly cooler year, but still not cold, but doesn't have the richness and breadth of flavour as perhaps the 18 does, but does have a lovely purity and refinement and elegance. And I think probably the way to best show that is to try some.
And for a 10-year-old wine, it's looking incredibly fresh. It has a lovely structure and those elements that I spoke of before. It has power. It has a sort of quite a strong tannin profile, which is beautifully softening, but still has many years left in it. It has the poise. When I talk about poise, it just has a lovely sort of fine balance. So it's not too big or too rich. It's not lean, and it just sort of sits very beautifully on your palate. As Stuart said, from a slightly cooler vintage, but it's really holding up well.
It has a lovely substance without being over the top and fat, but it's the lovely purity and substance to it.
So moving on to 16. In 16, this is a slightly warmer vintage, and you see in this wine a little bit more richness in fruit, and that really comes with sort of warmer conditions through vintage. But again, still showing plenty of youth, but lovely sort of integration of oak and fruit, and those tannins just sort of softening beautifully.
Definitely see a richer, riper, sort of dark berry and some raspberry sort of notes.
Yeah, a little bit chocolatey. Very, very smooth, that wine. Very smooth.
Yeah, it's beautifully integrated. It's lovely French oak, beautifully integrated. A part of the wine, but not dominating. It has really come together nicely.
And then we move on to 18, and 18 is a vintage which has been very hyped, and rightly so. A lovely warm year, quite perfect conditions. Little winter, little summer rain, I should say. Not too many birds around, and you see in this wine just a much sort of greater sort of richness and volume. And in a sense, the fruit is so powerful it almost sort of coats the tannins.
What a stunner.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful wine, and drinking beautifully now, but again, we know with that structure that this wine has off our Flowstone vineyard, it will certainly live for many years to come.